Hi, I'm Jack Palermo, Class 7, and today I want to share a story. The story of a young, charming man who set out to do great things and achieve the impossible. A boy whose greatest flaw is his compassion. A man who was unparalleled in his hubris. Join me as we take a never-before-seen look at Jack Palermo. I was born a noble birth on March the 1st, 1999. Prince of the party would be over, but for me, it was just getting started. From that very young age, I quickly learned that I loved to travel. In fact, my first trip was to Florida when I was just 10 weeks old. And since then, my craze for traveling hasn't stopped. Most notably, a few years ago, I took a 7-week-long road trip across the United States and back. It was really fun. I also love hanging out with my friends, but unfortunately this segment has to be tell, not show, because most of the things that I would show are probably deemed not appropriate for school. So instead, enjoy this picture I took of my nephew. His name's Grant. He's a cutie. Some people say I also enjoy technology. Those people would be correct. By now, you've also probably realized that I very much enjoy filmmaking. Cut! How was that? Let's try it again with a little more pizzazz. First positions, everybody. First positions. Rolling sound. Collage of My Life. 2F. Take 2. Mark. Action. By now, you've probably also realized that I very much enjoy filmmaking. And many people don't realize that a very big part of that is writing. So in a kind of weird way, my extreme passion for filmmaking has certainly turned me on to developing my understanding and love for writing as well. Now time for my values. If there's anything I value above anything else, it is ambition. If I truly set my mind on something, there is nothing stopping me. Secondly is honesty, but only if I tell you to be honest with me. Otherwise, just tell me what I want to hear. Easygoingness. There's not much to say about this one. In the wise words of Abraham Lincoln, chill. Originality and communication are also key to success in my book. No, really, look. Oh, didn't see you there. Sorry. What's life without dreams, huh? As far as big purchases are concerned, here's what I have in store. Now, unfortunately, I chose a very expensive hobby of filmmaking. For instance, this camera body is $15,000. This lens, $100,000. I know, I'll keep dreaming. Now, going along my love of traveling, at some point I want to buy a plane, but more on that to come a little later. Now, I have an irrational fear that someone else is going to get this before I do, so I'm not going to tell you where it is, but I do want a private island that is surprisingly the least expensive object on this list so far. Also, ever since I watched Drake and Josh Go Hollywood as a kid, I've always wanted the car that Tony Hawk drives to save the day. It's a Dodge Viper cherry red convertible. We'll see about that one. Last but not least, a modern house in the Hollywood Hills completes my list. As much as I love making films, I don't make enough. So starting in October, I have a new, more realistic goal of making 2 short films a month. That'll give me 10 to add to my portfolio by the end of February. I'll do this by cutting out time I'd otherwise spend to mindlessly sit on my computer or watching TV, and instead use it to productively plan, shoot, and edit films instead. Looks like it's almost time for me to fly away, but not before I touch upon my long-term goal. By April of 2019, I want to obtain my private pilot's license. That gives me 2.5 years to dedicate a couple hours every week to taking classes and gaining in-flight experience. Although it'll come at the expense of time spent with friends, this is something that I've wanted for a very long time, so I'm confident that in the end, it'll be well worth it. Thank you all for joining me tonight, and as always, stay well.